This is going to sound really crazy, but I need you to follow me on this, school. It's okay if college is not for you. Now, let me tell you when I say this, because there are going to be people who are like, wait a minute, didn't you go to college? Didn't you go to get a couple degrees? Yeah, because college was for me. For the things that I wanted to do in my life, college was going to be necessary. I knew that I wanted to get a doctorate at some particular point. I wanted a master's degree, and I believed that was going to contribute towards what I wanted to do. So going to school was work for me. But it may not work for you. And why do I stress this? Because a lot of times what happens is that we get sold. We're sold on this concept that part of the American dream, especially for a lot of Americans, is that going to college is going to be the answer to all of your problems. But I guarantee you, if you speak to any of my friends or any of my partners from back in the day, even today, they'll tell you, if you ask them, how much have you used your degree? How much did your degree help you get to where you needed to go? And the reality is they'll probably tell you, aside from requiring a degree in order to get a particular job, not necessarily a specific degree, that was about it. Everything else that they created along their way was created based on their sweat, their ingenuity, and their effort. So why do I say that? What I tell you is this. If you're thinking about improving upon your life, if you're trying to look at improving your circumstances, ask yourself this question. What are your skills? That's one. And if you know what your skills are, work in going in those areas that's going to help you build on those skills. Two, what is your desired result? What's your end goal? If your goal is to become a stockbroker or an investor, do you necessarily have to go to college for that? So then you have to now say to yourself, can I get the education and the information I need without having to incur the debt of going to school? And then finally, at the end of the day, what do you want to be? The reality is that I'm not going to lie. I'll be 50 this year, and I'm still trying to figure out what I want to be when I grow up. And people tease me because during the course of my way, I've been a choreographer. I had an active podcast where I was podcasting on location. I was an event planner. All during this time period while I was working on getting my degrees, because the reality is that I have interest in other areas. And I guarantee you've got a lot of interest too. Think about ways that you can make money off of those interests, because you might be surprised to know that maybe you can get where you want to be and be as successful as you want without necessarily getting a degree. Let me throw this out here. I am a strong proponent of education. I am. But I'm also a strong proponent of smart education, not wasted resources. So when you start deciding what you want to do next in your career, professionally and personally, ask yourself the question. Do you need college in order to be successful? Because what you may realize, it's okay if you don't want to go to college. It may not be necessary for your success.